Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that I was kind of harsh on the national reciprocity bill that was recently introduced. Even though I want that bill to pass, still to this day, I think that bill should pass. I thought it was kind of strange that it would allow over half the country to constitutionally carry anywhere within the country because that's the law of their state. But it would still leave other people like in California and New York who have an almost impossible time getting a permit kind of in the dust. And so I was hoping for a national constitutional carry bill, and we got one. Thanks to Republican Thomas Massie, we now have a bill that would cover all 50 states' constitutional carry, and we're going to talk about it today. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here. So the last time I checked, there were already 26 states that adopted constitutional carry, which is the way that it should be. We have the Second Amendment, which says we have the right to keep and bear arms. We have Supreme Court precedent that says we have a right to carry outside the home for our own defense. To me, there is no argument left after that. Regardless, there are still some states that are just completely resistant to anything related to the Second Amendment. Now, I have been waiting to make this video. I wanted to wait and make this video when the text of this bill actually came out. So this bill was originally introduced back on January 25th. It usually takes about a week or so for the text of the bill to be entered into Congress's website, where we can actually take a look and see what this bill is all about. Well, here we are on February 5th, and the text has still not been entered. So what I did was I went to Thomas Massie's website, where he talks about the bill that he has introduced, and we actually get pretty good amount of information from that. So let's go ahead and take a look at Thomas Massie's constitutional carry bill. Now, I got to be honest, I don't really like many politicians, but Thomas Massie might be my exception. He writes here on his website about the constitutional carry bill, which is H.R. 645. I'm fortunate to live in a state where people are free to exercise their right to keep and bear arms without begging the government or paying a fee. Unfortunately, not every American enjoys the same right to carry firearms in public because some states and localities infringe upon this right through a variety of criminal, civil, and regulatory penalties. By prohibiting state or local restrictions on the right to bear arms, H.R. 645 upholds the original purpose of the Second Amendment to ensure the security of a free state while safeguarding individual liberties against government infringements. Okay, sounds good so far, but this is where they get into the substance of the bill itself. So it says here, Massie's legislation is composed of two major provisions. The first provision prohibits any state or political subdivision from imposing criminal or civil penalties on eligible individuals carrying firearms in public. The second provision invalidates any existing state or local laws, statutes, regulations, or local restrictions that criminalize, penalize, or otherwise dissuade the carrying of firearms in public. In addition to covering all 50 states, H.R. 645 includes the District of Columbia, the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, and other territories of the United States within its scope to ensure that residents of all U.S. jurisdictions enjoy consistent protection of their Second Amendment rights. So just based on what we read from that website, this is a very strong carry bill, which unfortunately also means that it's going to have a harder time passing. But this would essentially eliminate all carry laws across the country and in U.S. territories and replace it with constitutional carry. As long as you are a law-abiding adult, the Second Amendment is all you need, which is absolutely perfect. There doesn't need to be anything more than that. Now, like I was saying before, because this is such a strong bill, because this bill would eliminate laws in other states, it's going to have a very difficult uphill battle, if not close to an impossible one. Even with control of the House and the Senate and the White House, this bill would still be hard-pressed to actually make it all of the way through, especially with a national reciprocity bill already being introduced. One of the saving graces is that the national reciprocity bill does include, the states that already exist as constitutional carry, continuing to constitutional carry throughout the entire country. And so instead of just making it reciprocity with a portion of the country, this would allow for all constitutional carry in every state. So even though this is going to be an uphill battle, even if it might be impossible, I still think we need this to pass, and we still need to push for it, because everybody across this country, all of the people in all of the states, need to have their constitutional rights recognized equally across the board. We can't have this patchwork of different laws and regulations for permitting or not permitting that exists right now. We need it to be constitutional everywhere. So again, it's gonna be very difficult, but I wanted to let you guys know about this. So maybe you can write a letter, maybe you can send an email or make a phone call to your legislator and let them know that you support this. That's usually the only way that things get done. If they don't feel the pressure from their constituents, then they just usually take the easy route, and you never even know, they never even know that there's any pushback out there. The only way that you could ever help get this thing across the line is if you support the groups that support these bills, or you just make a stink about it by calling them as much as you can and saying, hey, what are you going to do about it? We need this to pass. And, let them know that you're out there. Let them know that you exist. Let your voice be heard. I mean, that's the great part about this country, is that we all have a voice and that they're beholden to us. So anyway, I wanted to let you guys know about constitutional carry. Let's go. I want to see this thing actually go through. I want to thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. You guys have a great day.